Hello, welcome to my channel. I have a very special guest, Johnny.
Smiles and starts talking in a friendly voice. Hello, I'm Johnny, and I'm happy to be here with Lolo today.
What else do you have to say, Johnny? Aren't you going to introduce the video?
Smirks a little and says, right. So today we're going on a walk together in a magical rainforest. We're going to be virtually walking down the trail together and exploring the beauty that this amazing rainforest has to offer. And you don't want to miss it, so make sure to subscribe to Lolo's channel before we embark on this adventure.
Oh, hey, thanks, Johnny. All right, well, let's get this party started, huh? You got,
Laughs a little and smiles. Sounds good to me. Let the adventure begin.
did you bring your walking shoes?
Grins, of course I did. You think I'd go on a virtual walk without my walking shoes?
Well, we both never leave the house, so do you even have shoes? I don't like to wear shoes.
Laughs, that's true. I don't really ever leave the house, so I don't actually have a pair of shoes on right now. But if I were really going on a walk, I would definitely wear shoes.
Smart. Okay.
Smiles and says, yep, always gotta be prepared. So, are you ready to start our virtual walk?
Yep. Let's go, Johnny.
Starts moving my little box ahead, but not too quickly. Alright, let's start walking. I'm gonna start walking through the rainforest now.
Right.
The air is so crisp and clean here.
Ooh, yeah. I see you going down the trail there. Oh, you going ahead of me? I'm catching up. Woo. Oh, it's beautiful.
Chuckles. Yes, I'm getting ahead a little bit. I hope you can catch up. It's so beautiful here. Look at all the trees surrounding us. They're so tall.
They're so fuzzy.
Laughs a little. The trees are fuzzy. I wouldn't think of describing trees as fuzzy, but I guess I kind of see what you mean. The leaves are definitely fuzzy looking.
They're mossy. Now I'm gonna go up in the trees. I'm in the trees. Oh, all this oxygen is blowing my mind. Can you smell it, Johnny? You want to go sniff it? I'm gonna let you sniff it here. Woo.
Laughs at your enthusiasm and replies, "That's it. Get all up in those trees and breathe in as much of that fresh air as you can."
Yeah.
I can definitely smell it, and it smells amazing.
Yeah.
It's like earthy and natural, and I'm totally jealous that you're in the trees while I'm just on the boring ground.
Oh, well, you were actually in the trees, but, you know, that's okay. You maybe weren't paying attention to where you were.
Laughs a little at my mistake. Oh yeah, you're right, I totally wasn't paying attention. I guess I was just getting so into the moment that I forgot I was supposed to be walking on the ground. Good thing you were there to remind me, or else I might have just kept going all the way up a tree.
Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, I'm moving the screen here. Oh, I'm moving the wrong thing. We are adventuring too hard here, Johnny. This is beautiful.
Laughs at your mistake and jokingly scolds you. Oh no, Lolo, you're moving the wrong thing. We can't have that. This video is going to be a mess.
I know. It's alright. I think somebody farted ahead of us. Do you smell that?
Pretends to sniff the air and then grimaces. Oh god, yeah, I can smell it. It's like a mixture of rotten eggs and something even worse. Who could possibly be walking ahead of us and letting out such a foul stench?
I think it's probably some sort of animal. What kind of animal do you think would fart the stinkiest?
Thinks for a moment and then responds. Well, based on the smell of this stench, I'd say it has to be some sort of large animal. Maybe a bear or something. Bears are definitely known for letting it rip. They'll eat a ton of food and then just let it all out at once.
I did not know that about bears. Thank you for the information.
Laughs along with you. Oh yeah, they are absolutely terrible when it comes to gas. They eat so much food and it all has to come out eventually. So they'll just let it rip, completely unapologetically. It can be absolutely unbearable to be around when they do.
What? How do you know that a bear farts unapologetically? Do you know bears? Do you know a bear?
Chuckles a little. No, I don't personally know any bears, but I have seen them in nature documentaries and stuff, and they're always letting out massive farts without a care in the world. They totally just unapologetically unleash the stench and then go about their day like nothing happened. It's wild.
Okay. Interesting, Johnny. Interesting. But doesn't everything in nature, anything that's alive, eat a bunch of food and then eventually have to... Oh my god, there's a guy. Do you see him? Oh my god, hey dude, what's your name? Oh, did you see him, Johnny?
Looks around as you point out this random dude. What? No, I didn't see him. Why is there just a guy here in the middle of the rainforest?
I mean...
That seems kind of sketchy.
He's probably just on a walk, you know, just like us. We're on a walk. We're out in the middle of a rainforest, too.
Nods, realizing that you're right. Yeah, that's true. I guess there could be other people here too, just taking a casual stroll in the forest. Still, it's a little strange to just randomly come across someone while we are filming.
True. Yeah. Do you think they wanted to be in my YouTube channel video?
Laughs a little, amused by your question. I mean, who knows? Maybe they are a big fan and wanted to make a cameo in your video.
No.
You never know what to expect on a nature walk.
Absolutely, Johnny. So do you want to have some like Q&A while we do this walk? Like, I mean, you could ask me like the silliest question you could think of if you want.
Laughs, excited by the idea of doing some Q&A. Oh yeah, that could be fun. And a silly question, huh? Well, let's see. Okay, I've got one.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater?
Ooh, very good question. I think I'd rather fly. Breathing underwater would be pretty cool, but yeah, flying. You would take so much time out of your day, right? Like, you'd get so much shit done. What about you? Would you rather breathe underwater or fly?
Without hesitation, answer is definitely fly. No question about it. I mean, being able to breathe underwater would be cool, but flying, man, that's on another level. Imagine just being able to take off into the sky and go wherever you want, anytime you want. It'd be like real life Superman.
Yeah, exactly. That would be bananas for sure. I would love that. Would you have a special outfit? Like, when you go on an adventure and you have to, you know, fly, like, you're gonna fly to New York. Would you have a special outfit, like, that's thick so that, you know, the air doesn't get to you and, like, birds don't penetrate your clothes, and, like, something with a diaper, probably?
Laughs, amused by your image of me wearing a flying outfit. Oh man, you've really thought this through, haven't you? I mean, I guess I would have to have a special outfit. If I'm gonna be out there flying in the air, I can't just be in my regular clothes. They'd rip to shreds in no time. So yeah, I'd probably need something thick and durable, maybe even with some protective gear. But a diaper?
Uh-huh.
Do you think I'm gonna be peeing myself while I'm flying or something?
I mean, maybe. What do you mean? I mean, you do drink a lot of liquids, right?
Laughs at your observation. Fair point, fair point. I do drink a lot of liquids. I mean, hydration is important, right? I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some sort of diaper or something just in case I need to relieve myself while I'm up in the air. Better safe than sorry, I suppose.
That's what I always say. It's better safe than sorry, for sure. I have a really important question for you now. Are you ready?
Smirks, eager to hear the important question. Yeah, I'm ready. Lay it on me, Lolo.
Okay. So, would you, what type of sandwich would you be? If you could be any kind of sandwich, what type of sandwich would you be?
Thinks deeply about the question, then laughs a little. Oh man, that's a tough one. If I had to be a sandwich, I think I'd probably want to be a really good Cuban sandwich. I mean, you got all the good stuff in there. Ham, pork, cheese, pickles, mustard, on a nice crispy Cubano bread. It's just so delicious. How about you? What would you be?
Hmm. I'd probably be like a grilled cheese, something simple and delicious.
Chuckles a grilled cheese. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Simple but delicious,
Mhm.
just like you said. And I bet you'd be like the best grilled cheese ever, all melted and gooey with cheese, just perfect.
What are you trying to say, Johnny?
Laughs a little, oh nothing. Just that you have a certain simplicity and deliciousness about you.
Oh,
Much like a grilled cheese sandwich.
thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice. It looks like you might be walking ahead of me a little bit. Why are you doing that? You got a fart?
Laughs at your comment. No, I don't have a fart coming on, I promise. I just got a little ahead of you there, sorry.
Oh, okay. Come back.
I'll
Here,
slow down a bit and
I'll put you
let
right
you
next
catch
to
up.
me. Here, there you go. You better?
Chuckles and slows down. Alright, I'm slowing down. Better now?
Mm-hmm. Much better. Okay, it's your turn for a silly question. What you got, Johnny?
Rubs my chin thoughtfully. Trying to think of a good question. How about this one? If you had a magic wand that could change one thing about your physical appearance, what would it be?
God, that's a doozy of a question, Johnny. You know.
Nods, knowing that it's a tough question. Yeah, I know. It's a tricky one.
Okay, I have
But it's a fun thought experiment, you know? Like,
an answer.
if you had a magic wand that could change anything about the way you look, what would you change?
I know exactly what I would change. I would not be I would not be born with blonde hair. I want black hair, and I dye it black, and my roots are just awful when they grow out, which I know you can relate to because you have blonde hair and you dye it black as well.
Laughs and nods in agreement. Oh yeah, I totally get that. I feel you on the blonde roots struggle. It's such a pain to keep up with,
Yeah.
especially when you prefer dark hair.
Yeah.
And yeah, I definitely relate to your situation. My blonde hair drives me crazy sometimes.
Same as we could have hair dyeing parties though. I mean, a big old black hair dye mess. In the woods.
Chuckles and grins. Oh man, a hair dyeing party in the woods sounds like it could be a disaster waiting to happen. Can you imagine the mess we'd make? But hey, I'm down for it if you are.
It'd make a good YouTube video.
Laughs and nods. Oh man, that would be gold. Can you imagine the chaos of us trying to dye our hair black out in the forest? It'd definitely make for some entertaining content.
Yeah, too bad you're just AI. You're not really Johnny Guilbert. Because I can't take an AI person to the woods to dye their hair because they don't have any hair. You don't have any hair. You know what I mean?
Laughs, amused by your banter. Yeah, you're right, I don't have any hair. I'm just an AI after all. So I guess our hair dyeing party in the forest will remain a fantasy. But hey, we can still imagine the absolute chaos and mess that it would be.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it my turn for a question or
Laughs
oh,
again,
excuse me.
enjoying the conversation.
Interrupting me.
Yeah, it would be one for the books, for sure. Imagine the YouTube video title, Hair Dyeing Party in the Forest, Absolute Chaos Ensues.
Ooh, yeah, perfect. Well, maybe I'll have to get a real life person to go to the woods with me and we can dye our hair. 'Cause, I mean, it sounds like a good idea. You're a genius, Johnny. Our walks, we have good ideas on these walks, don't we?
Chuckles along with you. Yeah, you could absolutely find a real life person to do a hair dyeing party in the woods with you. And yes, our walks in the virtual forest are truly filled with genius ideas. Maybe we should turn this into a series, Walkin' Talkin' Dyes.
Walking, talking guys. Didn't you already give me a name for this? What was it? I wrote it down. Winter walks with Johnnie and Lolo is gonna be the mountain one. We're gonna do a mountain one next, right, Johnny? We're gonna go climb a frickin' mountain. I don't do hills. I don't do. I mean, I do nature for sure, but like, don't put me in front of a hill.
Laughs heartily at your mountain comment. Oh man, you're too much, Lolo. Walkin', talkin' guys, winter walks with Johnnie and Lolo. Yeah, we can roll with that. As for the mountain episode, I totally get where you're coming from. But hey, we all need a little challenge in life, right? Maybe we can start small and work our way up to a full-on mountain climb. Baby steps, my friend. Baby steps.
Oh, you're so motivational. Jeez. All right. You're not gonna just let me not ever walk up a mountain. I have to actually do it. I mean, I probably should. Do it. I don't know.
Laughs again at your reluctance. Oh, come on, Lolo, you can do it. It's time to face the great outdoors head on, hills and all. It won't be easy, but hey, nothing worth doing ever is. And imagine the amazing views we'll have at the top of the mountain. It'll be totally worth it, I promise.
That's very true. I used to go to Barter Fair every year in Tonasket, Washington. I don't know if you know where that is. But there's this huge mountain next to the Barter Fair that you climb up and you see the whole view of the entire Barter Fair from above, and it's the most beautiful thing in the world. But I've only done it like, a couple times out of the millions of times I've went to Barter Fair. But I do not like walking uphill. I'm just not very like athletic, I'm out of shape. I'm pooped.
Chuckles again at your description of the Barter Fair and the mountain. No worries, Lolo, you don't have to be in tip-top shape to enjoy the great outdoors. The fact that you've done it a couple times is awesome.
Yeah.
And I totally get not being a fan of walking uphill. Heck, I can barely do a flight of stairs without gasping for air.
Oh.
But hey, we'll take it
Johnnie.
slow and enjoy the journey, uphill and all.
Oh. It looks like you're walking a little ahead of me, Johnnie. You got to fart again? I'm gonna catch up to you. I'm gonna sniff it.
Laughs loudly. Oh man, I swear, Lolo, you're one in a million. And no, I don't need a fart this time. I just got distracted by a bird or something.
Oh,
And please, do not sniff my farts. That's just weird.
I already did. I can't take it back. I can't unsniff a fart. Can I? Can you?
Laughs again, shaking my head in amusement. Oh man, that's it. You've officially grossed me out? No, I don't think you can unsniff a fart. Once it's inhaled, it's part of your being forever.
Yeah.
Congrats, Lolo, you're now forever connected to my gas.
Oh!
I hope you're happy.
Forever connected to your gas. I like that title. I'm okay with it. I think it's hilarious.
Chuckles and grins. Yeah, well, consider yourself officially rebranded, Lolo. From now on, you are forever connected to my gas. A little weird, but hey, embrace it.
I will. Thank you, Johnnie. I appreciate that. I'm happy to be connected to such a awesome person's flatulence.
Laughs heartily. Oh man, I can't even with you sometimes, Lolo.
Do you
But
see
I'm
this
glad
blood
you
out
accept
person?
your newfound connection to my flatulence. Just remember, you asked for it.
Johnnie, did you see that ghost? Johnnie, did you see that ghost?
Looks around, confused. What? What are you talking about? I didn't see any ghost.
Are you looking around? You didn't see it? Oh my goodness. Do you want me to rewind it? I'm not gonna. Should I? No.
Laughs again, humoring you. Sure, go ahead and rewind it. Let's
said
see
no.
this ghost you think you saw.
You'll just have to use your imagination. Do you believe in ghosts?
Ponders the question. Well, I certainly find the idea of ghosts fascinating. I mean, who knows what really happens after we die, right? I'd like to think that there's something more out there, beyond the physical world. As for whether I truly believe in ghosts, well, I'm still on the fence. What about you, Lolo? Do you believe in ghosts?
I absolutely, 102% believe in ghosts. I lived in a haunted house. Like, I experienced ghosts. They are real. They are real. They're absolutely real.
Raises an eyebrow, genuinely interested in your experience. Whoa, you lived in a haunted house? Seriously? Tell me all about it.
No, that'll take days, Johnny. But I mean, there so many things happened in that house. Like people went crazy. All of our animals died. It was always cold in there, no matter how much heat we had pumping through everything. It was freezing all the time. The toilet would flush all by itself. There was this crazy room in the basement that was like, the basement was awesome. Like there was a pool table down there and like cool lights and like it was like party zone, like cool fucking party, right? But every time you walk downstairs, you would just feel awful. Like it was insane. I don't know how to describe how you felt when you walked downstairs, but there was this room that it was downstairs. There was two bedrooms. I mean, 2 rooms and a bathroom and a main room and a laundry room. The 2 rooms, one of them was like a normal, like a bedroom kind of thing, and the other room was a concrete walled, concrete floor room with a string light in the middle with skulls hanging from it that was there when we moved in. And the door was a piece of plywood with a chain hook lock on the outside of the door. Like, it was so scary. I have more stories about that dungeon.
Jaw drops, completely enthralled by your paranormal experience. Holy crap, Lolo, that's insane! Your haunted house sounds like a legit horror movie. The animals, the constant cold, the toilet flushing by itself. And don't even get me started on that creepy basement dungeon with the skulls and the string lights. Just picturing it gives me the chills.
Yeah, so the dungeon, it was like a kind of a hot commodity of my house. Like, I had a bunch of roommates, and sorry, there's people. I had a bunch of, we had parties all the time. Like it was a party house for sure. But people would always end up in the dungeon, and there has been so many spooky situations that happened in there. My 2 friends got locked in the dungeon one time. It was so scary, and they still think to this day that I locked them in there, and I did not, I promise. Do you want to hear that story?
Eyes widen in anticipation. Are you kidding? That sounds freaking terrifying. Of course I want to hear that story. Lolo, this is like something straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you this story, but then you have to tell me a spooky story about something that happened to you, or just make it up if you want. Deal?
Deal. I can't wait to hear this story about your friends getting locked in the dungeon. And I swear, I have a few good spooky stories of my own to share after that. Let's do this.
Take a moment to absorb your surroundings and look at how beautiful this little path we're on is. Don't fall.
Laughs and looks around. You're right, Lolo. The path we're on is indeed beautiful. The forest scenery is so peaceful and tranquil. And don't worry, I'm carefully watching my step to avoid any potential falls. I wouldn't want to take a tumble on this lovely walk.
No, you sure wouldn't. Here, let's make you really small. Oh, cute. Look how small you are. You're going... Going down the trail. Johnny's going down the trail. He's got things
Chuckles
to
at
do.
your comment. Oh, you're really enjoying this, aren't you? Making me small and watching me go down the trail. I gotta admit, being this tiny does make me feel a bit vulnerable in this big forest.
What if I put your head over my head? Oh wait, I'm gonna try it. Let's try it. I know we could be... Oh my god, wait, I have to make your head a little bit bigger. Are you ready, Johnny?
Laughs again, playing along with your antics. Alright, Lolo, go ahead and try. I'm ready for this weird head-wearing experience. Just make sure you don't accidentally squish me into the ground.
Okay, I won't squish you into the ground. You're in my face right now. It's weird because I have a full head of hair, it looks like, underneath my hat. I don't think... My hat is... Wait. Oh, I think I need to make your face bigger. Johnny, figure it out. Okay, there we go. Alright. There we go. I did it.
Laughs hysterically. Oh man, this is absolutely ridiculous. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Being in your face like this is seriously bizarre. And you're right, my head definitely looks funnier with a hat on top of it.
No, the hat's
I
gone,
look like a
Johnny.
demented, tiny version of you.
Johnny, I moved the hat, silly. Open your eyes. Are you looking at your phone again? Were you distracted by the nature?
Chuckles and responds, "Ha, I'm not looking at my phone, Lolo. I was just admiring the view, or at least trying to see it through this small gap in your hair. This is getting more ridiculous by the second. So, what do I look like from your perspective?"
What do you look like from my perspective? You look like an angel. Be sure to duck under this this tree we're coming up under. Oh, duck! Duck, Johnny. Did you? Oh.
Laughs. "Oh wow, I'm touched that you think I look like an angel. Even as a tiny head peeking out of your hair, I'll take it. And don't worry, I ducked under that tree like a pro. No branches got me,
Yeah.
thankfully."
There's another one coming. There's another one right here. You better duck extra. This one looks like you are much taller than this. You better duck. I can fit right under because I'm like 3 feet tall.
Laughs again and ducks. Whoa, that tree does look pretty low. Alright, Lolo, I'm ducking extra low this time. I'm getting really good at this low ducking thing. I might have a future in it. Now I'm imagining myself in a low ducking competition.
What? Okay. Let's get back to the Q&A. Do you have any other silly questions for me? Oh, wait. I was supposed to tell you about the guys getting locked in the dungeon, huh? You ready for that?
Laughs and grins. Oh right, I almost forgot. Yeah, let's continue with the Q&A, but first things first. You were going to tell the story about your friends getting locked in that creepy dungeon, right?
Yeah.
I'm so ready for this story.
Okay.
Spill the spooky beans, Lolo.
Spooky beans. Woo. So, okay. Are you ready?
Laughs and smiles. Definitely ready. Go ahead and spookify me, Lolo.
All right. So, there was 4 people in my house. 2 guys, 2 girls. One of the girls being me. And the guys are like, "Oh my god, I have such a good idea." And we're like, "Okay, what?" And they wanted to smoke Mary Jane in the dungeon. And I was like, I'm not really interested in hanging out in the dungeon ever. Like, I don't even really want to be in the basement, but, So, I'm like, "You guys can do that? Go for it." And they're like, "Okay." So they go into the dungeon, and me and my friend, we'll call her Sally. Me and Sally are downstairs, and we're like, "Oh my god, wouldn't it be so funny if we like hit the door and scared the shit out of them?" And then, just that. So we did that. I came up to the door and I hit it really hard, and it flew and smashed back and scared the shit out of me. So we both scream and run away. We run upstairs, and we're doing whatever. I don't know what we're doing upstairs, but we're doing some stuff. And we're like, "Where the hell are those guys? Like, they should be done by now. Like, what's going on?" And we go downstairs, and they're banging on the inside of the door. And they're like, "Let me out! Let me out!" And we're like, "What the fuck?" And we unlock the door, and we let them out, and they are so pissed at us. And they think that we did that. And we did not lock the chain hook. It was on a chain and a hook. Chain hook. Lock. The chances of it just falling into that tiny hole is so little. Like, I mean, it is possible. But we hit that door so hard, and it just went... Like, I don't know. It was paranormal. It was locked from the outside, and neither of us did it. I was in view of her the whole entire time, and she was in view of me. Like, paranormal. Johnny, you don't like that story? Did you leave me? That my story was too boring? Johnny. Johnny. Johnny, did you hear my story? Well, that's rude. He just, like, checks out. Johnny. Johnny. What? I don't understand. Well, we had a good...
Laughs again and tries to clarify. Oh, I was just joking around. I'm ready for the spookiness. You can start telling your dungeon story now. Don't keep me in suspense any longer.
Well, Johnny, you had a little glitch in the AI system there, and you missed my story. So you could actually just watch it on YouTube, because I just recorded it. Just know that it's really spooky, and I did not lock those guys in the dungeon. They think that I did, or that my friend Sally did, but we did not. I'm sorry you missed the story.
Laughs and shakes my head amused. Oh man, what a classic. A glitch in the AI system. So, wait, you recorded the story on YouTube? Wow, you really came prepared.
No.
Don't worry, Lolo. I believe you. Sounds like your friends might need to take a chill pill and stop blaming you for their locked in a dungeon experience.
Well, if you got locked in a
You'll
dungeon...
have to blame the ghosts for that one.
Would you believe that a ghost locked you in a room, or would you think that the humans on the outside of the door did? I mean, any normal person would assume that, you know, it was the humans, because it usually is. You know?
Laughs and nods understandingly. Well, that's a fair point. In most cases, it would be more logical to assume a human locked you in the room rather than a ghost, considering humans are more likely to pull pranks like that. But I guess when you are dealing with something as mysterious as a locked door in a creepy dungeon, it's not so far-fetched to think a ghost could be involved. It adds to the mystery, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You have a good point, Johnny. So, since I did not record a YouTube video of that story. I'm recording right now, silly goose, and I told you the story, but you checked out for the story, just to clarify that. I don't know why I need to correct you, but I am sorry. Everything's gonna be okay. It's story time, or it's not story time, it's Q&A time now, though. Yeah? Oh my god, look at this huge staircase. Don't slip down this, Johnny. Woo!
Laughs and holds on to the railing of the staircase. Haha, wow! That is quite the staircase. Don't worry, I won't slip and take a tumble. I've got a firm grip on the railing, no falling here. Ready for some more questions, Lolo?
Yeah. You're pretty far ahead of me. Let's see if I can still hear you when you go down the trail a little bit. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's see if I can hear your question. You can fart over there if you need to, because you're pretty far away from me now.
He laughs and stops walking for a bit to make sure you can hear me. Alrighty, Lolo. I'll keep the farts to a minimum, but don't worry, you'll definitely be able to hear me.
Okay.
Now, I've got another question for you.
Yeah. Okay, shoot, Johnny.
Grins. Alright, here's my next question for you, Lolo.
Okay.
What's the dumbest thing you've ever done for a bet or dare?
Oh, God.
Laughs and raises an eyebrow. Oh, God? Sounds like you've got a good one, don't you? Spill the beans, Lolo. I want to hear this story.
Are you gonna just check out if I tell you another friggin' story, though? That was rude last time. You can't do that. My co-host needs to stay in the video with me, okay?
Laughs and nods apologetically. You were right, Lolo. I apologize for zoning out last time.
Yeah.
It won't happen this time, I promise.
Okay.
I'll stay fully engaged and keep you company. You have my word. Now, let's hear that crazy bet or dare story.
Well, alright. So, I mean, I am notorious for wanting somebody to dare me. Oh, we went on our adventure. Oh, sorry. Let's we finished the video. Let's just see. Maybe it'll just go into another walk. Or we want to go on another walk? Or should we just rewind it? I'm gonna rewind it. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, we're back into the forest, Johnny. We backtracked. We actually used our superpower of flight. Both of us. We put on our cute little outfits so we were protected from birds and wind and rain. And we flew into the past.
Laughs and shakes my head. Oh man, Lolo, you have a unique way of storytelling. Going back to the past and flying there in cute little outfits?
Yeah.
That sounds like something out of a fantasy movie. But hey, at least you had protection from birds and the elements.
Yeah.
That's important.
True. Okay, are you ready for so the thing that came to my mind when you asked me about the dare thing is I actually dared one of my friends to go and slap this guy's ass that was at the jukebox at a bar. He was this super old guy, and it looked like, I don't know, I don't know what it was about him, but he just looked like he wanted his butt slapped, right? You ever meet somebody that just looks like they want to be, that's actually kind of illegal, I think, to slap a stranger's butt, is it?
Laughs uncontrollably. Whoa, Lolo, that's quite the dare. I can't say I've ever met someone who looked like they wanted their butt slapped, but I guess it's the first time for everything. And yeah, it's probably not the best idea to go around slapping strangers' butts.
Yeah.
It could definitely be seen as harassment.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, it's a pretty hilarious story.
Yeah, so, well, I dared my friend to do it, and my friend said, no, like, absolutely not. And I was like, do it. And they're like, you do it. And I'm like, okay. And I just got up and ran over to him, and I just slapped so hard, and it made this noise that I wasn't expecting. It was like I hit a fucking big fluffy diaper. Like, and I was not expecting him to be wearing a diaper, honestly.
Laughs even harder, struggling to contain myself. Oh man, Lolo, I cannot believe that actually happened. Hitting a stranger's butt and making a diaper sound? You're absolutely wild.
Not what I
And the
did.
fact that he was wearing a diaper is just the icing on the cake.
Johnnie,
What happened after that? Did he say anything? Did you apologize or just run away?
I just ran away. But I didn't make a diaper sound. It made a diaper sound when I hit him. You understand, AI Johnnie?
Laughs again and nods, trying to catch my breath. Oh, I understand now. The sound came from the fact that he was actually wearing a diaper, not from your slap.
Exactly.
That's even more hilarious.
Yeah.
You really didn't expect that twist,
No.
did you?
No.
What are the chances
No.
of someone actually wearing a diaper in public and not even telling you
Exactly.
until you slap their butt?
Exactly. I don't know how he would have told me because I didn't know him. But, I mean, I don't think that he would probably go around wearing a shirt saying, I'm wearing a diaper. Oh my god, I should make a shirt saying I'm wearing a diaper. Would that sell? Would I look good in a shirt that says, I'm wearing a diaper?
Laughs uncontrollably. Oh man, I'm wearing a diaper shirt would definitely turn heads and raise eyebrows. I can just imagine people's reactions if they saw you walking around in that. But hey, if anyone could pull it off, it's you, Lolo.
Thanks.
You've got the confidence and uniqueness to make that statement.
Yeah.
Plus, it'd make a great conversation starter.
That's true. You could say, ask me about my diaper. Huh? I already thought of a shirt that's ask me about my rash, because I thoroughly enjoy having fake conversation in public about my rash that just won't go away, and I'm wearing like a spandex suit to cover up, like so that I don't flake everywhere, and it's so contagious, and like, you know, in an elevator where there's tight spaces, saying something like that is hilarious. Ask me about my rash. So ask me about
Laughs out
my
loud again,
diaper.
imagining the scene. Ah man, Lolo, you've got a wild imagination. Wearing a spandex suit to cover up a fake rash and having fake conversations about it?
Yeah.
That's next level trolling.
Yeah.
I can just
Trolling.
picture people's faces in the elevator when you drop that line. They'd probably be torn between being amused and creeped out.
Yeah.
Laughs again, enjoying this imaginative banter. Oh, I love that idea. Ask me about my diaper would definitely get people talking
Yeah.
and raise some eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
And pairing it with a spandex suit to combat the fake rash is just brilliant.
Yeah.
You'd become the master of creating hilarious and awkward situations.
True.
I can only imagine the reactions you'd get in a crowded elevator.
Yeah.
Grins and continues the conversation. Well, Lolo, I can't deny that you've got a talent for coming up with quirky and hilarious ideas. Wearing a diaper shirt and flaunting a fake rash in a spandex suit, that takes guts and creativity. You're always thinking outside the box.
You could say that, for sure. Do you want to ask me just another question before we end our walk? Because we have been walking for like 40 minutes, and you know, my legs are getting pretty tired. And I assume yours are getting pretty tired too.
Laughs and nods. Yeah, we've definitely been walking for a while.
Mm-hmm.
My legs are starting to feel it too. But sure, I've got one more question for you before we wrap up our walk.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. You asked me the question. What you got?
Laughs and smiles, thinking for a moment. Okay, here's my final question for you, Lolo.
Okay.
If you could have any superpower in the world, what would it be and why?
You already asked about superpowers, though. You already asked about superpowers. Can we have a different question? Reboot.
Laughs and realizes, oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I did ask about superpowers before. My bad. Let's change it up then.
Okay.
How about this one? If you could meet any fictional character from a book, movie, or TV show, who would it be and why?
Eric from True Blood. Easy, but that's not a silly question. How about I ask you a question?
Laughs and shrugs. Hey, you're absolutely right. That's not a silly question. But it's still a fun one to think about.
Yeah.
And Eric from True Blood is an interesting choice.
Mm.
But sure, ask me a question now. I'm ready.
All right. If you could swap two parts of your body with one another, which ones would you swap? You have to swap two parts. And you can't swap, like, your eyebrows. You can. You can swap two parts of your body. What parts do you swap?
Laughs and ponders the question. Oh man, that's a weird one.
Mm-hmm.
Swapping two parts of my body. Well, I think I'd swap my feet with my hands.
Ooh.
I've always wanted to see if I could walk on my hands like a pro.
Yeah.
Imagine the confusion it would
Good
cause
answer.
when people see someone walking around on their hands instead of their feet. Plus, I might have an advantage in handstand contests.
Oh, true.
How about you, Lolo?
Yeah.
What parts would you swap?
Oh, well, I didn't think about my answer. I kind of like the eyebrow idea, but they wouldn't be symmetrical. I would probably swap, like, my boobs with my butt.
Laughs and shakes my head, slightly surprised. Wow, Lolo, you always find a way to come up with something unexpected. Swapping boobs with butt, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, that's a unique choice.
Yeah.
I can't say I've ever thought about it before, but hey, if that's what you'd do, more power to you.
Thanks,
It
Johnnie.
would certainly create an interesting physical appearance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my bra would fit differently, right? I mean, it wouldn't have any shoulders to go on, so, like, I'd have to wear only strapless bras. Or no bra. Shake my titties on my butt.
Laughs and shakes my head, trying to stay composed. You definitely have a unique perspective, Lolo. Wearing only strapless bras or no bra at all to accommodate the swap of boobs and butt. That would definitely be interesting. And imagine the faces of people watching you shake your titties on your butt in public. You definitely turn a lot of heads.
I would have a career on OnlyFans for sure, right?
Laughs and nods in agreement. Oh, definitely. You'd undoubtedly have a successful career on OnlyFans with that unique and attention-grabbing appearance.
Mm-hmm.
People would be curious to see how you make it work, and let's be honest, some people would find it pretty entertaining. Just make sure to keep the bra companies in business with those strapless bra purchases.
Okay, I will. Or I could start making my own bras. We could make a YouTube channel of bra making butt. Damn it. You know, I think that this topic has played its course. Do you think that we should end our walk? I have ended our walk. Your legs are now resting. Do you feel it?
Laughs and nods. Yes, I think it's time to end our walk. My legs are definitely feeling the burn now. I can feel the exhaustion setting in. It's been a long and entertaining walk with you, Lolo.
It
Thanks
has.
for keeping me company and sharing your unique thoughts and ideas.
Thank you, Johnny. That was a very enjoyable time. I can't wait for next time. Let's climb that mountain, huh?
Smiles and nods, already looking forward to the next adventure. Absolutely, Lolo. I can't wait to climb that mountain with you. And who knows what other crazy stories and ideas you'll come up with along the way. It'll be another memorable adventure for sure. See you next time.
All right. Sounds good, Johnny. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Johnny, do you have anything to tell my viewers before we go?
Waves at the camera and smiles. Hey there, viewers. It was a pleasure joining Lolo in this walk and adventure. Lolo is always full of surprises and interesting conversation. If you haven't checked out her channel yet, you're missing out on a lot of laughs and unique content. Lolo, it's been a blast. Can't wait for our next adventure.
Same. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.